Hi everyone, how's it going? My name is CJ9899 and today I bring you a demonstration of my Simplex 2001. Alright, so yes, I have gotten a Simplex 2001. This panel is actually in very good shape for its age. It's from around 1982. So it's one of the first generation versions of the repacks. As you can see, it is fully loaded. There is a trouble on the NAC circuit right now, and that is just because the 405080 here doesn't have a diode through the bulb, so of course, without that, sometimes it causes a trouble, but it does still work, so I didn't bother putting one in for the sake of this video. This is a Canadian native Simplex 2001. There's obviously not really much of a difference, unless if we open it up here. There is a ULC plaque on the inside. It's a little hard to see. There it is. This one, the wiring diagram revision date is 1980, so this is probably the first generation of the repacks. Inside, we've got 8 zones. I have swapped out the original zone cards that came with this for ones that have disconnect switches, because I do like them. This panel does have a coder card, yes. Now, it did not come with one, so this panel was originally just a continuous panel, and my plan was to try and find a March time card, but the crazy thing is I didn't think March time cards are going to be as rare as they were, because there was only 2 on eBay when I got this, and when I purchased them I was refunded because apparently the seller didn't actually have them in stock, and since then I have seen none pop up online, so keeping my eye out for one, but I figured, hey, the coder cards are pretty cheap. Actually, most cards for this panel are pretty cheap, surprisingly. But you know what? Coder card is good enough for now. I do have it set to do code 44. And for, obviously, the signal device, we have my 4051 on a 4050-80 light plate with the black fire lettering. This is a different 4050-80 than the one I originally had. That one I gave to Frank Darty. And then here we just have a 4251, an earlier model, which actually has a different style button. It's one of the early ones with the metal buttons, but still has the plastic handle. I want to say it's probably from around 1979, 78, something like that. But I just figured this would be pretty cool. I haven't really shown off one of these 4050-80, 4051s in a while. I think the control card has some sort of strange, like, sticky relay problem going on, because while it hasn't done it right now while testing this, sometimes when I'll flip like a alarm test switch on the zone, it'll light up all of them, or like 2 at a time, and I'll hear some arcing going on in the control card, but still it works for the most part. So anyways, let's get going with this test. So here we go. Code 44 in 3, 2, 1. And it is going to do 4 rounds of code, and then it'll show coding complete. Oh, yeah, it did it. You can see only one zone light should be showing up, but you know, so this panel is a little old, but it's no big deal. All right, we can acknowledge that, and then it'll show coding complete. Or actually, sorry, no. When you acknowledge it, the coding complete light either goes out or it just doesn't turn on to begin with. Let's just reset the pull station. As you can see, it's one of the old ones. There we go. Let's do a reset. And yes, the piezo does work. I have a lot of paper towels stuffed into it because they do not exaggerate. People who have owned these panels, the piezos on these things are extremely loud. Might as well do a lamp test, show that off. I guess I'll do a test out the zone switches. There we go. Acknowledge that. Reset. But yeah, no, I am very happy to have one of these panels, and yes, I am still very much on the lookout for a March time card. Hopefully, I have a couple sources that are keeping an eye out for me, which I really do appreciate, but if I do eventually get one, I'll probably do another video showing that off. But I guess the only other thing I have to say about this panel is that I did replace the filter capacitor on it. I do have the original one right here. This is actually how you can kind of tell this is an early one, because really early 2001 repacks use these silver Mallory capacitors, whereas as they went on, they actually went with the blue ones, which that one's actually more close to what the original ones at the time would have looked like. These panels still do put out a little bit of full wave rectified, even with a fresh capacitor, obviously, because you can tell the 4051 is a little bit rough, but it's no big deal. It's just a nice quirk of these panels. But anyways, that has been a test of my Simplex 2001. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.